Hello and welcome to this broadcast of this international friendly. Today it's Argentina against Hungary. Here's your commentary team, Clive Tilsley and Andy Townsend.
It's an international football match, and every time any of these players pull on their national jersey, it's an important game in their careers. This friendly is all part of the manager's master plan.
Well, I think it's games like this, Clive, where the manager really has a look at one or two individuals trying to knit the perfect team together when it really matters.
Nodded on. Messi. Flags up against Lionel Messi. Shala. Di Maria. Lionel Messi. Mascherano. Big chance. He's trying his luck. Oh yes, it's there. Captain's goal. Leading from the front, by example, he's so important to them.
Yeah, he's top man, Clive. That's a brilliant finish from... From a player who really leads by example. So close to hit the crossbar, Clive. Look at this. Just a couple of inches away, maybe.
Shala. He takes some stopping, doesn't he? Lionel Messi.
That's good, alert defending.
Moving into range here, he won't hesitate to go for goal.
He gets a chance, Clive. He'll work the goalkeeper.
Short of options here. Has a chance here. Shooting chance. Argentina have won themselves a corner. Rather anxious clearance. Ooh, fancy his chances. It wasn't far away either.
That's unlucky. That's a good effort. That's just wide of the post.
Argentina have the ref deserves a lot of credit actually. He let it go initially, but there was no advantage, so he's given the free kick now. Clearing header. I don't know what happened there. It was yards wide.
I'm surprised he's missed that one, Clive, because he's already found the net. He knows where the goals are.
a chance! It's worth a go. Oh, he saved it! Knocked the ball away! Scrambled away to safety. Headed out of danger. Ball back. Oh, yes. Got a chance. Caught hold of that, okay. Straight at the keeper. Having to clear their lines. He's not short of options here. No way forward down the flank. It's a free kick. I think the ref's going to speak to him here, may even book him. Mascherano. Good stop, and who will he fall to? Oh, he's nicked the ball here. Oh, look at this! Clear chance! And it's a penalty. Referee made his mind up straight away. Jostling for possession, determined defending. What a chance! Can't complain of a lack of support here, can he? That's not even close.
Yeah, that's a waste, a complete waste. That's relieved all the pressure. That's a bad decision.
Referee has told the fourth official the extent of the added time. Banoch. Oh, that was ambitious. Not a million miles away, almost caught the keeper by surprise.
Well, his reaction says it all, Clive. He's got the taste for goals today and he's disappointed he's missed that one.
Shall I? Not very often that this defender goes into a challenge and doesn't come out with the ball. We've reached half-time in this one. That makes it 1-0.
Amazing what an early goal does for you, Clive. It settles the team down and it gives you the confidence.
Now, what we're going to see in this second half, more of the same or something completely different? We shall see. Mascherano. Chance here. It's a chance. Off target, I'm afraid.
Well, he made his mind up early. He was always going to have a shot from there.
Blocked. tackle there. Messi. I think we're looking at the man of the match here, aren't we?
Oh, he's held it up. He's allowed players to join in with him. He's been a goal threat. He's been wonderful.
So a multiple substitution there.
Mascherano, Lionel Messi.
Oh, what an opening this is! It didn't make the pressure pay there. The defence was able to get it away. We have a substitution here. The manager trying something new now in the hope of saving the game. The ball easily. You're right.
Lionel Messi.
Steamer. This is a good game, isn't it? You can't take your eyes off it for a moment.
Oh, there's some good football being played out there today. Real buzz about this match.
Mascherano.
Zabaleta. Pina. Hitzer. Arnold. He's such a good tackler. It's an important goal. It puts them well on the way to winning this game now. He was always like it. To produce goals. It's 2-0.
Banshak.
Shalom. Zabaleta.
Messi.
Progress holded by a good tackle.
Lionel Messi. Messi. Lionel Messi.
What can he do here? Big chance! Oh, look at that! It's him again, in the right place at the right time. 2 to his name already, and he'll be looking for more yet.
That's another great finish, Clive, and it just shows the difference between these two sides. They're a golf apart in class.
Hello and welcome to La Liga. Today it's Athletic against Barcelona. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, the vibrant football that comes from La Liga is on offer for you today. To describe it, I've got Alan Smith alongside myself, Martin Tyler. Alan, this is football where it's at, I guess.
Yeah, buenos dias, Martin. Looking forward to it.
Kovacevic! Just wanted to swing his weaker foot at it. He did. He didn't get much power.
No, a little bit embarrassing for him, and he needs to work on that.
What we've got in this game, of course, is two real rivals, and that can bring the best out of both of them. Big match for the officials, headed by referee Xavier Aguirre Ramirez. De Marcos. That's an advantage for Athletic Bilbao from the referee. Iturraspe. Mikel San Jose. Ibai Gomez. Looking at the last 5 league games for the home team, Alan, 5 points improved, that means 10 points dropped.
It does, if you look on that side of things, and I think you've got to as well, because this team for me is better than that.
And hits it. Well, it's risky for the goalkeepers to try and catch the ball these days, but he's caught this one. Iturraspe. Crisp defending there. Could it be? Barcelona have scored here. Well, the statisticians have been proved right here, haven't they? If you keep shooting, you're going to score, aren't you? The percentages tell you that, and that certainly happened in this match.
Yeah. When you create as many chances as they have, yeah, I mean, it's always on the cards that they're going to get a few, and it's been fantastic for the strikers, particularly out here.
Sky high, the belief for this team. They're playing so well, they're getting the results to go with those performances.
Yeah, everybody wants the ball out there, and it's a wonderful feeling to have if you're looking on as a manager, especially.
Lionel Messi. Dangerous moment. Oh! And he shoots. Wonderful save. That's a real tussle for the ball. Susaeta. He committed himself here. There wasn't much cover, but he got the ball, the defender, in the wide position. It's Messi. You can tell he wants to score. It's got to be a goal, surely. And he strikes a goal. He is so sharp. What a chance here. Trying to get possession back. And now Iniesta. How Javier Mascherano. It's Messi.
Christian Teo.
Wasn't very confident defending, but it's done the job. Adoris.
Well, he is so good in the air. We can expect to see some crosses delivered to him in the match.
Athletic Bilbao on the ball once more.
Oh! And the chip! It's in! Fantastic!
Superbly done. A brilliant chip. Got it just right.
It's a really difficult skill, isn't it, to get the right weight on the ball. It was such a cheeky effort.
Well, that has made it 2-0. Ibai Gomez. Keep an eye on the visiting team today, because they're going for a 4th consecutive victory.
And they've defended well during that period, and I think they'll have to do that here, away from their own ground.
Lionel Messi. It's Messi. De Marcos. Good movement off the ball. They've got the ball back through a very good interception. And now Iniesta. Andres Iniesta. Well, this crowd making their feelings known about one of the visiting players, Dani Alves. Crisp defending there. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Now they've got the ball back, what can they do from here? Ibai Gomez. Here is Xavi. Lionel Messi. Javier Mascherano. It's Messi.
Christian Teo.
Great chance. Vitor Aspe. Susaeta. That is a tackle and a half. Iraola. Sergio Busquets. Lionel Messi comes in with a tackle.
Christian Teo.
Shots on here, and it's in the net, and it's Barcelona who've scored. Well, he's a happy fella, isn't he? He's got 2 now. Barcelona very quickly to their stride today. They're doing brilliant. Vitor Aspe. Adoris. Xavi. Lionel Messi. And in with the challenge. It's Messi. And he goes for goal. Oh, well done, the goalkeeper. There was real power in that shot. So we've reached the break. 3-0 for half-time score. Half-time and 2 sides to this particular story so far, as reflected by the margin on the... Well, I'm not sure whether the trailing team will be looking forward to this. Another 45 minutes to go. Dives away the keeper to keep it out. There'll be a signal here at the corner. That's a fine shot, an even better save.
The ball did move in the air a touch, so he had to keep his concentration.
Xavi. Into the goalkeeper's hands, and not really challenged the keeper then. And the battler has won it very cleanly. And Messi being challenged here. Xavier Aguirre Ramirez, who is going to adjudicate here on this particular incident. No difficulty for the ref here, because that should be a booking, and it is.
Well, you look at the ref and his view, he was right on top of it, so he knew what he wanted to do there.
The interception there was key, really, to the side that's having to defend at the moment. Gone in strongly. That's a free kick. The player is going to pay a price for trying to get too close to the ball.
Yeah, he tried to get away with it, but he hasn't.
Safe hands from the keeper from that shot. On towards Messi. Good movement to get to it. Manager thinking for the away side, time for a change. Free kick given. Both sides have got a sub ready to come on. Song. Now Messi. Brilliant opening. He's gone for goal. Really powerful shot. And the goalkeeper able to deal with it. Corner coming up. And it's a header. And he's wide, just wide with the header.
Well, his movement's so good, and the header was a powerful one, but couldn't quite get the angle on it.
And Herrera, well, this player has been out of touch, but he's going to start the game.
Well, he is, and the manager's sticking with him, hoping that he'll come out the other end of this poor run of form.
Lionel Messi. And a quick return pass. Great chance. Susaeta. Here is Xavi. Pedro. By Gomez. And Herrera. Now Song. Christian Teo. Oh, this is a class act, this fella.
Oh, he's loving it. He's enjoying every minute of this game. He's on the top of his form.
Opportunity here. Looked a bit panicky from the defender. Xavi. He takes the shot. Well reached by the keeper to turn it away. Here we'll see what they can manage from the corner. And it is a substitute coming on for an already booked player. Good handling of the shot by the goalkeeper. Herrera. Aduriz. That's a real tussle for the ball. Didn't quite come off. Song. Well, there's room for the player here. Shots on here. Oh, that's top-class goal. What a brilliant goal. Barcelona have put the ball in the net.
Well, talk about luck. The keeper makes a good save, but straight into the path of the attacker.
It's a wonderful advantage at this stage. They lead by 4 goals to 0. Well, these supporters were pretty confident, talking to some of them as we came into the ground, expecting their team to win, and it's got that feel to it, hasn't it?
Oh, it has, and I'll be pleased with the way that their team has performed out there. They've looked dominant, they've looked confident, and the result doesn't look in doubt.
Brilliant team play this, with the passing, the movement off the ball to make the passing possible. Iturraspe. Well, we love, Alan, to have a nice noisy crowd to work with as commentators. There's no danger of us being drowned out by the reaction of the home fans here.
Well, I think the home players will be thankful they're not getting any stick because they've been so poor. But yeah, it's definitely silence in here. It's like a library.
I know how hard they work now. And now we hand over to Mike West in the studio.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. La Liga. Athletic Bilbao 0, Barcelona 4, Elche 1, Atletico Madrid 1, Getafe 2, Levante 1, Granada 2, Sevilla 2, Villarreal 1, Malaga 1. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Barcelona with 37 points. In second, Real Madrid with 35 points. In third, Atletico Madrid with 33 points. In fourth, Valencia with 28 points. In fifth, Real Sociedad with 27 points. In sixth, Sevilla with 25 points. In seventh, Real Betis with 25 points. In eighth, Elche with 22 points. Bottom of the table, Almeria with 4 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Granada with 7 points. Third bottom, Celta Vigo with 7 points. Fourth bottom, Rayo Vallecano with 11 points. Fifth bottom, Villarreal with 11 points.
Hello and welcome to La Liga. Today it's Barcelona against Villarreal. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
We're here to describe the action for you. Nice to have you with us, Martin Tyler here and Alan Smith. Talk to me about Barcelona today.
Well, they're in a Champions Cup position, but they'll be disappointed with that because they were fully expecting to be challenging for the title. Hey, listen, there's still plenty of time to go and they might still do that, but I think they're going to have to step up the game to make those improvements.
And the referee for this important fixture today, Alvaro Arias Romero. Well, this player has been out of touch, but he's going to start the game.
Well, he is, and the manager's sticking with him, hoping that he'll come out the other end of this poor run of form.
Jeremy Perve. Goal news from Malaga.
It's a goal from Malaga. 7 minutes played, 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. When you see Barcelona, you expect victory. They'll be expecting it today.
Well, the players are used to winning. It's a wonderful habit for them, and why not again today?
Xavi. Lionel Messi, one of the best takers of chances around, this player, and I'm sure if he gets any in this game, he's going to score. They've got the ball back through a very good interception. Daniel Alves, that's gone back to him. Pedro. Messi takes it forward. Well, it was an early foul, and I think it's right for the referee to say, yeah, well, that's a free kick, and, you know, you can't do that. Well, that's what you practice for, even from that far out, but not quite on target.
Yeah, and I think he had one or two options in terms of a set-piece routine, but he's gone for glory.
Well, that was a nearly moment from the free kick.
No, really good free kick, and give him another chance, and I think he might score.
Thomas Pina. Douglas. It's Messi. Messi having to work hard to keep possession of the ball. And the tackler has been very successful there. He's got possession. Jeremy Perve. Had that come off the back heel, that would have been great, but it didn't. This is his situation, isn't it? Looking for a goal. Surely he's going to score here. Here's the chance. And they've scored. And the first goal will be such a boost to them. The master of a most difficult skill. Teasing the opposition, taunting them. Such talent.
Has there ever been a better dribbler than this little boy? You feel sorry for the defenders almost.
Great opportunity. Oh, made the save, but the ball's still there. Lionel Messi. Could have been another one for him.
Without doubt, it's a decent opportunity. When you think the previous goal, that was an even harder chance.
He's been in very, very disappointing form. I think he's surprised that he's been picked for the starting 11 here.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just got to try and play your way through these periods of bad form. Sometimes you're not able to, but he's got to keep his head up, keep his chin up.
Jeremy Perve trying to get possession back. It's his speciality, isn't it? The back heel like that comes off more often than not. Barcelona more than useful at the moment, and they're hoping to get another victory here. They played very well last time out in that away victory against Athletic Bilbao.
4-0. The manager
got to be. Oh, it's the post. What a good piece of defensive clearance that was. On towards Messi. Now Messi. Giovanni Dos Santos. And it's back to him again. Douglas. And he's got the ball well to set his team on the front foot by intercepting. Lionel Messi. Good strong tackle. Clever change of direction there. Lionel Messi. They've set it up well for the cross. What a chance here. Oh! Barcelona have scored here. Well, he's got his second goal of the game, and it's very well taken.
Well, a wonderful goal. When he gets the chance, he makes full use of that opportunity with a wonderful touch. As for the finish, well, there was never any doubt, was there?
Interception made, but with any great difficulty. That's the way to win the ball back. Here is Xavi. Pedro. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. And the shot's on. Oh, well done, the goalkeeper. There was real power in that shot. Well, the away team, it's always tougher for the away team, and they come here with just 5 points from their last 5 league games.
Yeah, it's been a little bit drab from their point of view. Not much excitement in their game at the moment.
Gaspar. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Well, he's got support here. Aquino. Thomas Pina. Jeremy Perbe. Douglas. And in he goes with the tackle. Sergio Busquets. Bruno. Douglas. Pedro. The referee is blown for half-time. It's 2-0 here. Well, we wondered whether there might be an upset here, but the side that are really the favourite, they kick off at the start of the second half. Aquino. That's good work to keep the ball under the challenge. It's Messi. Positional play of this player is really good. Which way is he going to go now? Support on either side. There's been a sending off at Levante.
It's a red card for Levante. They're down to 10 men. 50 minutes played. It remains 1-0.
Thank you very much, Alan. Douglas. Jeremy Perbe. Sky high the belief for this team. They're playing so well, they're getting the results to go with those performances.
Yeah, everybody wants the ball out there, and it's a wonderful feeling to have if you're looking on as a manager especially.
Makes the challenge here. Now it's a throw-in and a chance to keep going forward. Jordi Alba. Manager thinking for the away side, time for a change. Villarreal won the ball well. Iniesta. It's a chance!
Oh, great stuff from Pedro. Wonderful skill to beat his opponent.
Messi. Well, that was the hat-trick chance.
Not many times in a season you do get an opportunity to get the match ball, but certainly one of them.
These substitutions are going to take place for each side. But what they've done in the last 5 league games, 4 wins and a draw, 13 points. It's good, very good.
You'd take that all day long, wouldn't you? And they'll be hoping for more of the same here.
Iniesta. Saw it all the way, the goalkeeper, and it's comfortable in the end. Players limbering up for the away team. Substitution in the offing. He's a dominant defender. It's another strong tackle. Flag went up straight away, referee blew offside.
Yeah, I think defensively there was good communication across that back line. They all pushed up as a team.
Well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it. To clip it to a teammate unsuccessfully. It's Messi. Giovanni Dos Santos. Bruno. Some options on the bench for the home team. This player will always try that sort of thing, the back heel, and often more successfully than on that moment. Thomas Pina. It's one back. Going into this game for the home side. They're in great form, aren't they? 4 consecutive wins. A chance to make it 5 in a row.
Yeah, they must go out on the pitch there full of confidence. The way that they've been playing, created chances, taking them, very good.
Iniesta. Now Messi. Great opportunity. Substitution now. And now we hand over to Mike West in the studio.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. La Liga. Atletico Madrid 3, Valencia 1. Barcelona 4, Villarreal 0. Levante 0, Elche 1. Malaga 2, Getafe 0. Sevilla 1, Bilbao 0. Let's see what that means for the league tables. At the top of the table remain Barcelona with 40 points. In second, Real Madrid with 38 points. In third, Atletico Madrid with 36 points. In fourth, Real Sociedad with 30 points. In fifth, Valencia with 28 points. In sixth, Sevilla with 28 points. In seventh, Real Betis with 28 points. In eighth, Elche with 25 points. Bottom of the table, Almeria with 4 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Granada with 7 points. Third bottom, Celta Vigo with 10.
Hello and welcome to La Liga. Today it's Getafe against Barcelona. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, the vibrant football that comes from La Liga is on offer for you today. To describe it, I've got Alan Smith alongside myself, Martin Tyler. Alan, this is football where it's at, I guess.
Yeah, buenos dias, Martin. Looking forward to it.
Talk to me about Barcelona today.
Yeah, a bit disappointing. I mean, I know they are in the Champions Cup spot, but this team, this squad is capable of challenging for the title, and that's what they were expecting at the start.
There's some potential in this move. He's in with a chance. He loves these situations. Could it be? Goal kick shots on here. And that's the first goal of this very important game. from him.
Well, that's all about anticipation and just snapping up the rebound.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Well, that's the first goal of the game. It's 1-0. Ali Adier. Iniesta. Song. Christian Teo. Diego Castro. He read it, cut it out. Lionel Messi. Oh, he's stuck on number 13, but he's got to number 13, and that's a fair return for a lot of hard graft, as well as trying to put the goals away.
Yeah, I think so. I would imagine he's on course for what he set out to achieve at the start of the season. It's been a good first half of the campaign.
Pablo Sarabia. He's into the challenge. Some options now for the pass. The defenders come in well here. Timed his approach and got the ball. Now it's Getafe in possession. They've been saved, the defending team, by that offside flag.
Well, they think he was on, but when they look at the replays after this match, they'll realise the official made a good call out.
Lionel Messi. He tried his luck from a long way out, but the goalkeeper had no problems at all. He's in a goal! They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. They've got the ball back by that interception. Oh, it has to be! Nothing like one goal to give you the confidence for another, and that's just what's happened here.
Well, I'm not sure if he intended that. It's crept just under the bar, and it was an unstoppable shot.
Well, that has made it 2-0. Jeremy Aliadier. Sergio Busquets. Diego Castro. Lafita. Positional play of this player is really good. It's Messi. He's inspirational and so industrious as well.
Yeah, I mean, what he lacks in some areas of his game, he certainly makes up with his work rate.
Well, let's get the home crowd happy, but not the supporters that are supposed to be cheering the player who had the shot. It wasn't very encouraging for them.
No, the player can afford to have a little wry smile, so at least he does see the funny side.
Iniesta. Must be easy to manage this team. Just send them out, same players, same attitude, and hopefully for him the same result.
Yeah, I think you'd be fairly confident, wouldn't you? And he would be fairly happy and feeling comfortable out there today, looking at his team. They're playing really well.
He's got to time his run a little better than that, trying to get in behind the defender. Promising play. Here's the chance. Well, that's a goal for the new man, and he's taken it very well.
I'd be delighted to get off the mark so early on in the season here, and that'll give him a lot of confidence going forward.
Well, he looked the goalkeeper in the eye, really, and then just stuck it in the bottom corner.
Yeah, that was calculated, cold-blooded, wasn't it? What a good finish. Well, it was a marvellous finish, Martin. He's in the right place at the right time there. Wonderful goal.
And the scoreline is 2-1. Lionel Messi. Oh, what a vital stop. Diego Castro. Made the challenge well. Diego Castro. Lafita. Lago. Jeremy Aliadier, a scorer today, and he's not been at the club long, so that'll mean a lot to him, Alan.
Yeah, well,
Great opportunity. In with a chance. Well, 3 was there for him, but he's still stuck on 2.
well, maybe that was the easiest of all 3, but just couldn't manage it.
Messi. Montoya. And now Iniesta. Not long to go in this first half. Barcelona leading, not really dominating as they can, but I'm sure the opposition are putting every ounce of energy into this, and I'm not sure whether they'll be able to sustain it in the second half. It goes in. Lafita. Aliadier. Diego Castro. Lafita. On the attack here. Could it be? Here's the shot. Even if he scored, they might not get back into the game, but we'll never know maybe now, because that really would have given them a bit of a platform for a recovery, you would have thought.
When something like that happens, Martin, you begin to think, it's just not going to be your day.
Well, the signal's gone up for 2 minutes. Bad throw. It's a very good interception, though. Good tackle. Christian Teo. Pedro. He's being challenged now. Iniesta. Chance for him. And he goes for goal. Now back off the post. Dangerous. Oh, still a chance. Takes the shot off. That's a wonderful chip into the back of the net. Barcelona have put the ball in the net.
Well, do you know what? I think the keeper should have held that, and the fact that he's fumbled it has cost his team dear.
And it's 3-1. The goals keep on coming. Half-time whistle has gone, and it's 3-1 here. I think as we reflect on the first half, that the manager has said to his players, look, the start now of the second period. It's another attack with plenty of support for him. Iniesta in midfield, they got it back via an interception. Made the challenge well. Now Messi. Jeremy Aliadier. Lionel Messi. Piqué. Lionel Messi, top player today, man of the match for you, Alan?
He's just so classy, Martin, isn't he? The way he's manipulated the ball out there today, it's been wonderful to watch.
Promising build-up until that challenge. That's an advantage play on from the ref. The ref wanted to keep the game going, but you could see there was no advantage to the team who had the player fouled. It's going to get yellow here, Alan.
Yeah, I think so. None of us were expecting anything but that.
Saved by the keeper. Diego Castro. Montoya. This is the chance.
Looking for Busquets.
Amazing defending, right on the line. Keeper thought he got in the way of it, and it's bounced off him into the net. And that header, we'll see many times replayed. It's special.
He gave the keeper no chance, Martin, did he? And you look at the neck power, the muscles he put into that, really connected with it firmly.
Ali Adier. Pablo Sarabia. That's very well read, and that's a very good interception. Javier Mascherano. It's Messi.
Diego Castro.
That's not the way to defend in that situation.
Well, he slipped his man.
Here he is with a chance. Looked a bit panicky from the defender. Now he's into the clear. Here's a chance. Clear chance for Messi. And the shot's on. And that's a goal for Barcelona. These days don't come round very often. To get a hat-trick at this level of the game, well played to him.
Oh, definitely. He showed great technique as well on both sides.
They're going to try and improve the midfield with the introduction of Cesc Fabregas.
We've got to hand it to this boy. He has got that instinct for knowing exactly where to position himself in the box.
Some options on the bench for the home team. Pablo Sarabia. Doing well to keep the ball. Patience is the name of the game now. The interceptor has got the ball here. Read the play well to intercept. They're stunned. The home supporters absolutely stunned by their team being so outplayed.
And they haven't seen it too often where their team has been as poor as it has been here.
Song. Pedro. That's a very crisp challenge there. And now Messi. I think the home team have got their work cut out here, Alan, because their stats of the visiting team are so impressive. Perfect, in fact. Last 5 league games, 5 wins.
Yeah, as a result, I think they come here as favourites. They should be the team dominating things.
What a chance here. And here's the shot. This time, he has made the save.
Well, having played poorly, you've got to give him credit for reacting to that one and coming to his side's rescue.
We're going to get changes from both teams at the same time, I think. Now Messi. The defender deals with the cross easily. It's Ilano. Christian Teo. Dangerous moment. Alan, what do you think about his form recently?
Been struggling, hasn't he? It's not the kind of form that we've become accustomed to with this lad. I don't know what's going on.
Now still one of the great teams to watch, Barcelona, and they're evolving. They have a great supply line of young players. When you think maybe the golden generation are going to have to be moved on through the passing of time, there's someone to step into the breach, and they have, of course, some of the great talents in world football at their disposal. It's all been on show here. Pedro. He's worked out where the space is. And here's the shot. And he's taken the chance beautifully. He's doubled his money here with 2 great goals. Well, the manager will be delighted with the way he... Coming up now, the classified results. Let's join Mike West.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. La Liga. Atletico Madrid 4, Levante 0. Elche 1, Malaga 0. Getafe 1, Barcelona 6. Espanyol 1, Real Valladolid 1. Celta de Vigo 1, Osasuna 2. Villarreal 0, Sevilla 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top of the table remain Barcelona with 43 points. In second, Real Madrid with 41 points. In third, Atletico Madrid with 39 points. In fourth, Real Sociedad with 33 points. In fifth, Sevilla with 31 points. In sixth, Valencia with 28 points. In seventh, Real Betis with 28 points. In eighth, Elche with 28 points.
Hello and a very Merry Christmas to all of you at home. It may be cold outside, but we're hoping you're keeping warm, maybe with a hot cocoa in your hand, your slippers on. We have a cracker of a game lined up for you. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Chance for these two Spanish clubs to make some progress in the Spanish Domestic Cup.
Yeah, two teams that have got plenty of flair within them, so I think we're going to be in for a few goals here.
Our match today, Barcelona, and they will play against Villarreal. Referee today, Pedro Orteguilla. This looks dangerous from Messi. Lost his marker cleverly. Jordi Alba. Lionel Messi. Here's the... Oh! And that's the keeper's athleticism there to make that save. Corner now, Barcelona. Giovanni Dos Santos. He's got space. Came in with a challenge. Thomas Pina. Iniesta. On towards Messi. And he read their minds. Brilliant defending in the circumstances. Cut out by Xavi. Bruno. Giovanni Dos Santos. In the middle, he's got some help. And now Iniesta. Barcelona should be routine winners in this game. It's looking good, this move. The defenders come in well here. Timed his approach and got the ball. Dos Santos. It was a good interception in his own defensive zone. Lionel Messi, he's a natural dribbler. Jordi Alba, this is his situation, isn't it? Looking for a goal. Now Messi. Maybe the cross. They've got men in the middle if he can cross it. The shot. Excellent block by the defender. Barcelona winning a corner. Well, he's beating players left and right. Very entertaining. Pina. Jeremy Perbe. Some potential in this move. Strong tackle to break up the play. Lionel Messi. Daniel Alves. And now can he score? They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Xavi. Sergio Busquets. On to the attack now. Good handling of the shot by the goalkeeper. Xavi. Christian Teo. Comes in with a tackle. Thomas Pina. Douglas. It's Messi. Bruno. Giovanni Dos Santos. Jeremy Perbe. That's very well read. And that's a very good interception. Iniesta. Tackle goes in. Douglas. Time whistle, 0-0 at the break. First half then with the scores level, and hard to predict who's going to push on from here.
It is. I mean, I don't think either side have played to their full potential.
Second half starts here in the Spanish Cup.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because the first half promised plenty.
Iniesta. Lionel Messi. It's Messi. And it's Xavi. Thomas Pina. Douglas. It's Barcelona's ball now. Iniesta. Lionel Messi. Into the attacking third. Lionel Messi. Good strong tackle. In a goal. Looking for Busquets. Goes for goal. Another opportunity wasted by this team. It's still level in the match. Well, now we are going to have a substitution, and at this stage of the game it's still level. This is what the manager will hope will be the decisive moment. Goes back to Iniesta. Lionel Messi. Shot doesn't get very far, blocked away. And he's got the ball well to set his team on the front foot by intercepting. Here is Xavi. Didn't hesitate, did he, with that challenge? On towards Messi. That's a big call by the assistant. The flag has gone up. He would have been in for goal.
Yeah, it was a wonderful opportunity, but looking back on it afterwards, they can have no complaints.
We might look back at the end of the match at this decision, one way or another. The scores are level, and on he comes to try and tilt the game his team's way. Free kick against Barcelona. The defenders just managed to deal with that.
Goes for goal with a volley. And that's the keeper's athleticism there to make that save.
And that will be a corner. The referee has given a corner here. That looked painful. That's a pulled muscle, I think. Good effort this to keep going. He's clearly hurt. Thomas Pina. Options available on the bench for the away side today.
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Looks to me as though the problem is his hamstring. He's feeling it, but at the same time, he's determined to carry on.
Jeff right up to the minute, as always. That's offside. Referee has stopped the play as soon as the flag went up. We're going to get a change in personnel for both teams at this moment. It's one back. Javi. What a chance here. Oh! It's an advantage for Villarreal here. Referee's done well. Daniel Alves. Came in with a challenge. Knocked it away. Great piece of defending. Says Fabregas. Barcelona on the attack. It's good attacking play, but he's helped by the defender not doing his job at all. It's a very good game here, a tight one. He's trying to get themselves into a position to take the lead. He's got that, cleared the ball away and saved his side from a difficult situation. Dani Alves. Good movement to get to it. Uche. Douglas. Lionel Messi. Well done to win the ball back like that with a slide tackle. Players limbering up for the away team. Substitution in the offing. That's no sort of challenge from the defender. Onto the attack now. Superb defending by one of the most consistent players on the pitch. Time ticks on, and the side's still locked here in this wonderful contest. Lionel Messi. Shots on here. They got the block in. Real concern for the defender, just happy to get it away. Nervous, really. Uche. Cani. Thomas Pina. Mario Gaspar. Bruno. He's been given the ball, really. Didn't have to do too much to get it. It's a poor pass. A minute to go of added time. It's looking good, this move. Jordi Alba. So. There it is, the referee has ended it. They are through in this cup game on aggregate.
Yeah, well, the losers can have no complaints over 180 minutes. These boys were the better side.
So it's finished scoreless. I have to say it was a bit disappointing. We all had higher hopes than that. I'll leave you with the full match highlights, and until next time, I've been Jeff Stelling.
And it's time for the results now from the other matches.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. Spanish Cup. Alcorcon 1, Malaga 1. Tenerife 0, Levante 0. Sabadell 1, Espanyol 1. Numancia 0, Real Sociedad 1. Deportivo Alaves 1, Athletic Bilbao 2. Elche 1, Getafe 1. Barcelona 0, Villarreal 0. Celta de Vigo 1, Granada 2. Mallorca 0, Real Betis 1. Real Murcia 1, Sevilla 1. Almeria 0, Atletico Madrid 2. Las Palmas 1, Valencia 1.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Spanish Cup last 16. Today it's Levante against Barcelona. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
At this stage, with 16 teams left in the Spanish Cup, it's beginning to be more of an event. The early rounds tend to just wash by many of the Spanish supporters, but there's a good crowd here for this one.
There is, and I think the players will have felt that in the warm-up, and certainly now just before kick-off they'll be buzzing.
Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Didn't hesitate, did he, with that challenge? And Salmo Suengas Bello takes charge of this game. Sergio Busquets. And now Iniesta. Break maybe from Barcelona. Ivanchits. Baral. Ivanchit. Here he is with a chance. Got to be. Not a taken on the full. Clearance by Daniel Alves. Eliseu. Oh, in goes the cross. It's a good position, it's a chance. The goalkeeper knocks that away with his fist. When you see Barcelona, you expect victory. They'll be expecting it today.
Well, the players are used to winning. It's a wonderful habit for them, and why not again today?
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
The physio's keeping an eye on him because he took a blow to his upper thigh in that last challenge. Keep an eye on this one.
Cheers, Jeff. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. He's a natural dribbler. They've got the ball back through a very good interception. Daniel Alves. Iniesta. Sergio Busquets. And in the news because speculation about him finishing his career.
Only he knows when it's right. He might be feeling his body. But, you need to think long and hard before making such a big decision.
Well, that's way over the bar.
Lucic. Oh, and Messi offside here, stopped in his tracks. He is offside, and if he keeps making those sort of runs, they're never going to have an attack.
I think his manager needs to have a chat with him and just instruct him on the right kind of moves to make.
Messi takes it forward. He's got to cross it. A little too eager to get in behind the opposition, caught offside. Sergio Busquets. Surely. There was danger, but he's cleared it. Talking of the home team select, the referee coming in to intervene here, Anselmo Bello.
And now Iniesta. It's Messi.
Now can he score? In with a chance. And it's in. And it's a goal for Barcelona. Well, they came forward like aircraft in formation, didn't they, these players, to make the most of this counter-attack.
Yeah, not just the pace of the players running, it was the pace of the passing and the control as well. It was all spot on.
Well, that's the first goal of the game. It's 1-0. Good control here. Quite congested midfield, but good passing from this team. Pedro. It's one back. Now Messi. Did well, stuck out a foot, cut off the pass. Ivanschitz. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. Challenge well. Now Messi. It's a good game this, because Barcelona aren't having it all their own way, although they do lead. Here's the opportunity. What a chance! Takes the shot off. Just clipped the top of the bar. Iniesta. Now so. Unmarked now, he's lost his marker. Pedro. Offside given against Pedro. Iniesta. The interceptor has got the ball here. Piqué puts out a foot to good effect. Now Messi. Jordi Alba on towards Messi. Defender's done very well to clear that. So the official has signalled 1 extra minute. Papa Kouli Diop. Excellent. That's half-time at 1-0. Well, we wondered whether there might be an upset here, but the side that are really the favoured side are very much on the front foot and on the right side of the scoreline.
Yeah, and
well, there's going to be an alteration now, and with the team trailing, you can understand why he's going to make it. in the Spanish Cup. There's a lot of good action in the earlier rounds, and we're seeing some of it here in the round of 16. And the second half of this tie has started.
Yeah, it's been a good match. The first half was entertaining, and more of the same, hopefully.
Ivanchits. Well, he will say that the ball should have come quicker. He's offside.
Mascherano.
Lionel Messi.
Dangerous moment. He goes for goal. With this goal advantage, they've now got a corner. It's not easy to come on as a substitute, in for a talent as large as Xavi, but he will be able to maybe help this team pass the ball better. And that's a save for the goalkeeper.
And now Iniesta.
Dani Alves has put it straight out of play. Messi.
Oh, he's taken it away there with a very good tackle.
Papa Kouli Diop. Didn't hesitate, did he, with that challenge? To turn over the possession here. The ball's got away from him. Pedro Rios. Lel. Possession regained. Almost in the nick of time, really. And he read their minds. Brilliant defending in the circumstances. Ivanchits. This is an opportunity for them to break out from the back. Goes back to Iniesta. Xavi. In strongly. They're going to try and improve the midfield with the introduction of Cesc Fabregas. Daniel Alves. Back to Fabregas. They've got the ball back through a very good interception. Well, they're still battling to try and get their search for supremacy successful. Possession facts suggest that battling is still going on.
That's right. One thing having possession, but another thing being positive and using it in the right areas.
He read it and cut it out. It's Messi.
Lionel Messi. Could be a goal. He takes the shot.
Keeper kept it out.
Xavi.
Midfield, they've got it back via an interception.
He's cut it out well. Chance for it. Here's the shot. That defending team really defending for all their worth. One or two players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. Papa Kouli Diop. He's gone in strongly and got the ball. Oh, a
Messi, offside here, stopped in his tracks.
Well, the extra striker is coming on, and the fans would feel not before time. It probably gives them their only chance, really, of getting back into the game.
Yeah, he had a little chat with him before he did come on. I think the message is run around and get yourself a goal.
Now Fabregas.
Now still one of the great teams to watch, Barcelona, and they're evolving. They have a great supply line of young players. When you think maybe the golden generation are going to have to be moved on through the passing of time, there's someone to step into the breach, and they have, of course, some of the great talents in world football at their disposal. It's all been on show here. The whistle has gone because the assistant flagged for offside.
Lionel Messi. He is the Governor General of this team. Passed it, gets it back, passes it again, wants it back. Now, we've only got 4 minutes remaining in the match. And it leads to the shot. Well blocked.
That's the referee's decision. 2 added minutes. Sergio da Silva Pinto. Diop.
The interception. Referee has called a halt here, and it has finished in the end 1-0. Some celebrations at the final whistle, but they know there's still another job to be done. But it's a good start, isn't it, with the second leg to come?
Yeah, I mean, reasons to be...
Well, now it's time for the classified results.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. Spanish Cup. Levante 0, Barcelona 1, Rayo Vallecano 1, Osasuna 2, Sevilla 2, Malaga 0. Valencia 1, Espanyol 1.